Hello and welcome to Unleashed. I'm your host, Will Bachman, and I'm delighted to be here today with Zsigmond Fajth. Zsigmond is a McKinsey alum, and he is one of the co-founders of Grid. That's Gridd. And he's going to tell us about it today. Zsigmond, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Delighted to be here.
So, Zsigmond, what is Grid?
Yeah, so Grid is templates for the AI era, and specifically templates for consultants. So we've built these with independent consultants in mind. So I'm really excited to be able to talk to your audience about them.
Fantastic. Um, so, give us a little bit of background.
hmm Yeah, so we are a group of ex-consultants, as you mentioned. I come from McKinsey. My co-founders are also ex-McKinsey. And one of the things I did at the firm was actually modernize our client communication tool set. And within that, create McKinsey's own template and the toolbar in PowerPoint. So if you have been at the firm in the last 6 years, you have definitely used the firm format, you have definitely used the PowerPoint toolbar. So you have definitely used something that our team built.
And what was that team called? What was that tool called that you built at McKinsey?
That's the McKinsey customizations for PowerPoint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just different format. Within that, we also had a special add-in called Pyramid, which allowed
Pyramid.
you to create interactive presentations from PowerPoint, following the pyramid principle of communication. So that
All
was
right.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you built this tool at McKinsey, and it sounds like you thought, well, this could be helpful to people outside the firm as well to have some sort of PowerPoint add-in customization like we
Yeah.
built for the firm.
Yeah. So that was, that experience was a couple of years ago. And then, all the new AI tools came in and we were really excited about what those could do, but they were not really being helpful. So I wanted to rethink how templates should work in the AI era. And this time I wanted to do it for a broader audience, so not just for McKinsey. So I took the learnings from that experience of building the McKinsey template, but actually the technology itself is very different and the solutions are quite different now. It's a different era and a lot more ambitious than what we did at McKinsey.
Well, why don't you kind of walk me through what
Yeah.
you've built? If you maybe want to share your screen. We're doing an audio episode here, but I am recording the video. So if you go to the permalink, listeners, if you go to the permalink for this episode, which we will include in the show notes, we'll include some screenshots of what Zsigmond is about to show me. So I will do my best to
Mhm.
narrate what I'm seeing, but we'll also have some screenshots so you can take a look at it. All right,
Yeah.
Zsigmond, go ahead. Why don't you share your screen and talk to me and show me the tool?
Yeah, I do that really. So when I say AI templates, these grids, they really have two components. They have each have a flexible layout that can auto expand as you add your content. And that solves a lot of the problems you have with traditional static PowerPoint templates. And then they also have an embedded AI prompt for each of them. And
Mhm.
then that you can copy paste into any AI tool that you're already using. So you can use it with ChatGPT, with Claude, with Copilot, whatever you're using, and it's going to tell your AI to return the content in a format that then you can just paste back into the template. And the template is going to auto expand to accommodate it. So I'm going to be showing you both things. I'm going to be showing you how the flexible layouts work and how
Okay.
it's deciding work. And then second, I'm going to be showing you how to use it with the AI tools that you already have.
All right, great.
So what you see on my screen now is on the right side here, you see the template library itself. So here right now we have 260 templates. They cover a variety of use cases. So we have a lot of boxes and matrices, and we have process flows. We have from tos, funnels, pyramids, canvas layouts, comparisons, prioritization tables. And we also have about 60 charts. Those charts are traditional Microsoft charts that you have customized to look like best practice consulting charts, but the rest of the 200 layouts are in this special format that I talked about. So this special format is what you see on the left side here. And you can see an element on a PowerPoint page. kind of like a things chart, right? So it's an element on a PowerPoint page, but it has its own control and it behaves in special ways. So in this case, I have a table with blue boxes on it with headings and then two columns with like subheaders. So a very traditional consulting table where you're trying to disaggregate something into messy buckets.
Right. Okay. So this is yeah, I see this classic consulting slide, text table kind of slide with
Hmm.
three boxes on the left, as you say, and then there's one column with bullet points and another column with bullet points. So
Hmm.
very typical slide you'd use a lot. And then on the right-hand side, there's the grid slide templates, which is the add-on, adds this extra screen on the or section on the right 1/4 of the screen, and I can scroll through all 267 templates. And these are very nice and they're numbered. And are these so far what I'm seeing is all as you scroll through, they're all kind of framework and text and shapes. I'm not seeing like line bars and column charts or now we're in down those. Okay, so you have
Yeah.
all those as well. You have the quantitative info
Hmm.
charts, a huge variety of these. So I'm seeing
Yeah.
column charts. I'm seeing stacked column charts. I'm seeing 100% stacked column charts. I see waterfall. I see bubble charts.
Hmm.
The ones with flags. So it's the full range. And there's a all categories. Can you select and just sort of say,
Yeah.
we have lists and buckets, logical relationships, metaphors, projects, processes, progress, and people, quantitative info, and document framing. Okay.
Hmm.
So, so the quantitative info is all the line charts, column charts, bar charts,
Yeah.
etc. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And the document framing would be, your executive summary, your contents, and
Yeah.
logical relationships is, your various prioritization matrices and the funnels and so on and so forth.
Wow.
And then the
This by
meta.
itself, even if it wasn't an AI tool, even by itself is, even if you were going to have to edit it manually, is
Yeah.
a, I got to say, a beautiful piece of work. This is really nice. Even if it was just a slide template library,
Great. Thank you. Thank
pretty
you.
sweet. Nicely curated set of
Yeah.
slides.
Yeah. We
Wow.
would want this to be, the last template library that you have to buy.
Okay.
So,
It's pretty nice. So, all right. So how does it work? So you go through and you like select one of those.
yeah. And you just press insert and then you add a page with the grid element on it.
Now I'm looking at it right now. Similar to the last page, it's three boxes on the left with just one one column, a
Mhm.
description, bullet points. If I wanted, show me how it works. If we want to say no, we want two columns or three columns on that
Yeah.
chart. Show me how that works where you just hit the plus button or something, you can add
Yes.
extra.
You press the plus button, you add an additional column.
Uh,
I can resize this a little bit.
yeah. Okay.
Um, then same thing if I want to add an additional row because I have, four
Okay.
buckets, not three buckets. I click
Oh,
the
sweet.
plus
Yeah.
sign,
All
and
right.
I get these balancing. You can. So as you see, as I add things, the alignment sticks. So I don't have to group, ungroup,
Yeah.
move the boxes around, nudge them, make sure they're aligned, resize them. So I'm already
This is
saving a lot of time.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and listeners, you can just like insert a row, and it's kind of what you would hope PowerPoint would do. It just resizes the other stuff. You can sort of column, and it just sort of resizes the other ones, and you can make them evenly balanced. So that it makes it very nice. Okay. Um,
Yeah, and you can do that with a framework like this as well. So what you
a
see now
pyramid.
is a
Yeah.
pyramid framework. So you
Yeah.
have a pyramid with four levels on the left, and then you have like level names and key insights on the right. And if I want to add an additional level here, again, I can just add a row,
Uh-huh.
and then the pyramid is going to adjust
All right.
without me having to realign anything.
Okay. The partner's like, no, I want to have an extra layer of the pyramid. All
Yep. Yeah,
right.
and then after the next meeting, no, I don't want that layer in the pyramid. So
Take it
then,
out. Oh, no.
okay, delete and done.
Right.
So here you've gone from, having to spend 5 minutes on it to being one click.
Right, right. It's pretty sweet. Okay.
Yeah, and this auto-expanding capability, first of all, saves us a bunch of templates. So instead of having to give you a version of every single layout with 2 buckets, 3 buckets, 5 buckets, it's all of these templates are worth at least 10 traditional templates in my mind because of how you can just get them to expand. And that also works if you have some additional, like some existing content that you want to copy paste in. So I don't have to press plus all the time. I can just take this table here that I had from Excel. This has, 3 buckets and 6 rows and 4 competitors. And I'm gonna copy this into a template that only has 2 buckets and sort of like 2 columns for competitors.
Hmm.
And grid is gonna tell me that what I'm pasting is larger than the template, and I'm gonna tell it to just expand the grid.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. And then what happened here is uh, the grid recognized the how the formatting works. So it added an additional bucket. It added the sub-buckets as well. It added the additional columns needed for the competitors, maintaining the formatting, so maintaining the pattern that was there.
hmm. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, and I can edit these very quickly as well. So let's say, I have a page here now. This is a process flow. What happens with process flows all the time is, I have to change the order of things. So right now I have prioritization, assignment, and contact info as the steps in the process. And there is, timing, description, and challenge for each of them. So there is various sub buckets under each of them. Rearranging this in PowerPoint would take a long time. In Grid, you can just grab the column, move it to the left, and then it's going to switch places.
Hmm. Hmm.
So now I've rearranged this chart in, one click instead of
Yeah.
spending 5 minutes on it.
And you could probably insert a process step in there, I bet.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
with
that's right. So I can add
uh,
an additional
just
process
insert
steps with.
column, and now you have four boats in the boat chart instead of three.
Mhm.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and if you can resize the fonts very
Yeah.
quickly to fit. Um, the other thing, if you want to do, maybe you want to add like a call out here. I can just
Uh,
these cells, add a box. Uh, maybe add an icon to it as well, and then just
so here we're adding on the fourth row of this boat chart. We made the bottom row just like one merged cell and turning it into a something that goes across all the different process steps.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So your typical key takeaway box or warning on the page.
uh,
And as I added it, you see that everything auto-aligned again, so I don't have to move all the
okay.
shapes.
So if I understand the tool so far, I think you said there's some other stuff, but what I'm seeing so far is this is a powerful tool to be kind of a graphics production person who can quickly and very easily update a large set of templates and update them even further.
Hmm.
And it can do things like smart stuff. You can paste in some data and it will figure out where to put it, lay it out on the chart. To what degree, some kind of PowerPoint tools might take the approach of, oh, just paste in some content and we'll actually choose the template and we'll write the words and fill out all the boxes and stuff. Is that what Grid is doing, or is that not so much your approach? Like, will it, if you just say, hey, here's some
Hmm.
key takeaways from an interview, if you just paste it in like almost as if you were in a chat window, here's an
Yeah.
interview takeaways, please create a page. Is it intended to do that?
No, no, we're following a different approach here. We're following the approach of, you select the layout,
Yeah.
and then you can have AI fill out the content.
Oh, well, show me how that would work.
Yeah, so let's go to actually this other examples here. So can you see my screen now here of
It can, although it's like a little clipped on the left for some strange reason. I see your
hmm.
screen, but it's like it's cut off a little bit vertically.
Hmm. Okay, let
Seeing,
me go back
not
to
seeing. Oh yeah, now I see the full thing.
I can go back to the Zoom recording there here.
Okay. Yeah, now I see it.
Because I wanted to show you this other document now. So you should be seeing, all right. So okay, I
Oh,
see. All right, we
yeah.
are in this document here. And so yeah, each of our templates comes with this custom prompt that I mentioned that you can use to interact with your existing AI tools.
Oh,
So
okay.
Grid itself doesn't have any AI built in, but it works with ChatGPT or Claude through this prompt
Oh, okay.
that I mentioned. So the prompt contains two things. One is tells the AI what is the layout, and two, it also gives it instructions on how to fill it correctly. So in the example of an executive summary, it's not just that, okay, I have three boxes on the right. It's also what does a good executive summary look like? That is included in the prompt. So if I want to, use it with ChatGPT, what I would do is I click here on this button on the grid itself. It copies a prompt on my clipboard.
Okay.
Then I'm going to ChatGPT here.
Yep.
I paste that prompt in.
Oh, I see. All right.
See, it already has a description of what a page should look like. And I'm going to specify the source of the information you should use. In this case, I'm going to attach a document because I wanted to create an executive summary from this document.
Okay.
Um, and then I just submit that prompt. And then ChatGPT is going to take the instructions that are coming from my template. It's going to read the source file
Hmm.
and it's going to return a table that I can just copy paste back into my grid.
Ah, okay.
So I press on copy here, and then I'm going to go back here to the executive summary, press paste, and you see it added the text here in the executive summary.
Ah, okay.
And so there's no formatting needed from me here. I just went back and forth in the copy paste. In this case, I was happy with the output. If I wanted ChatGPT to do something different, I could go back and forth with ChatGPT a little bit until it gives me the content that I want. And then I paste it back in.
Okay, so that's an interesting approach. So you uh it will give you this will have a prompt sort of drafted up, and then you take
Mhm.
that, you put it in ChatGPT, and then that prompt will tell ChatGPT what the page should look like,
Mhm.
and you put in then what the content is with ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT gives you output, and then you copy that, you paste it back into Grid, and then it formats the page. So
Yeah.
it's sort of back
Yeah.
and forth. All right.
Yeah. There is that back and forth. Uh, and but it brings together elements that you already have in your workflow. So you have
Yeah.
PowerPoint, you have ChatGPT, but try to get pages out of ChatGPT, PowerPoint pages, they're gonna look horrible. And it's also slow and unreliable. But using our prompt, you know,
Right.
you you get a much more reliable result much more quickly.
Oh, it's very interesting. Okay, cool.
And then it works with the same flexibility that we've seen when editing the pages manually or when copy pasting from Excel. So in this case, I have an inverted funnel. So I have a starting point, and then I have a set of uh, like expanding triangles here.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to ChatGPT again. And I'm just going to tell it to use the uh, content from the simulated consulting engagement that I had talked about previously, but make it 5 steps instead of the 3 steps that I had on the page.
Hmm. Okay.
And then it's going to take the prompt that I've given it, and again, it's going to return a table, and it's going to have 5 steps instead of just the 3 steps I had in the template. So if I go back and copy paste this into the template again is going to expand
Oh.
to now include 5 steps instead of just 3 steps.
Okay, so this is sort of back and forth dialectic between ChatGPT and the grid in PowerPoint.
Mhm.
Uh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're really solving 2 problems here. One is that if you use a traditional template that overdetermines your output, so ChatGPT is just gonna fill out the template exactly without adding any additional uh, steps or any additional data because it's trying to fit its content into the template that you've given it.
Right.
Uh, Vice versa, if you try to edit an existing page either with ChatGPT or with Claude for PowerPoint, it's going to take a long time to make those
Mhm.
edits because it's drawing those pages manually. Manually, by that I mean, every box. The AI has to analyze every box and then draw every box.
Right.
And we're trying to simplify that as much as possible. So use the AI wherever you need judgment, wherever something needs to be, created. Fifth step here needs to be defined.
Yeah.
Whatever you can just do algorithmically by adding one more bucket, it's going to be much more reliable and much quicker to do it algorithmically.
Right. Okay. So this is so these prompts are somewhat deterministic, the ones that you have that you take the prompt from here and it will create reliably a page that looks like this
Mhm.
one that we're looking at, this sort of two by
Yeah,
two. All right.
yeah, it's going to look like that page with additional buckets if needed. And I can also play around with how much I want to determine the content. So here, for example, I have a pretty open-ended template. I have a 2 by 2 matrix. And it just says dimension 1 and dimension 2.
Yeah.
Uh, but I know that here I want to get willingness to pay as one dimension, and then recovery speed as another dimension.
Hmm.
So what I could try to do with another AI tool is I would try to describe to the AI tool, oh, I want a matrix that has these 2 dimensions, and this is what it should look like. This is what's inside of it. It's pretty complicated to describe, and the AI might get it wrong.
Right.
Whereas with this approach, I just modify a little bit an existing template. I just tell it this dimension is willingness to pay. The x-axis is recovery speed. And then again, I can copy paste the prompt into ChatGPT in this case, and I can tell it to fill out the content. So look for information online or from any existing knowledge source that I have to fill out the page exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm going to tell it, to use public sources for the US market to fill out this 4 by 4, actually, sorry, this 2 by 2 matrix. Exactly.
So let's talk about for users who want to check this out and test it out. What is the current pricing and how do people sign up
Mhm.
for it? How does it work?
Yeah, so right now we have 3 packages. We have a free trial that you can download. It comes with the add-in itself that you can use to edit these grid pages, and it comes with 20 free templates. So that's already a good starting point. You can use those 20 templates, you can modify them with the editor, and that's free. We then have an essentials package and the full template package. The essentials has 60 of the most frequently used layouts, no charts, just these text layouts and these frameworks. And that's normally priced at $69, and it's lifetime pricing. So you buy the templates, they're yours.
All right.
And the full package is 260 layouts. It includes 60 charts, and that's normally priced at $269. Again, lifetime access. And but right now we have still a launch promotion ongoing, and we're going to extend that to Unleashed listeners.
Okay.
If you go into our website and use the code Unleashed, um, you get 33% off. So it's
Oh,
going to end up being $49 for the essentials and $169 for the uh, full package.
fantastic. And we will include that link in the show notes. So
Mhm.
this is really great. Okay, so we talked about how to get access to it. And what is the website? You want to just share it here while we're speaking?
Yes, it's gridtemplates.com.
Grid templates, and that's GRIDD,
Mm-hmm.
grid
Templates. Yeah,
templates.com. Okay, cool.
that's right.
Put that link in the show notes. So, and there's a free version. So, listeners, if you want to just sort of check it out, you're not ready to commit. Seems
Yeah.
it's beautiful. I will tell you. I've been looking at it. You haven't, but you may have seen the screenshots by now from the link in the show notes. It looks like a tool that consultants ought to check out and take the free trial and take a look at it. Zsigmond,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining today.
Thanks for having me. Great talking to you.
Congrats on what you built here.
Thank you.